Hello, wonderful people, and welcome to episode 10 of the Jonathan Falco Show. I'm Jonathan Falco, as always, and it is, yes, episode number 10. So get excited for that because we've got a good amount to talk about on this 10th episode. So I can't believe we've been doing this for what now? We're getting so close to, I think, the 2 month range since we started this channel and our social media outlets as well. On Instagram, TikTok, and X. Well, follow me personally at Jonathan Falco _. But it's been a lot of fun. So today we're going to be talking about a boatload of things. The main thing that I want to talk about, though, is Hard Knocks. We're right here. We're literally right here. We are within, I believe, we are now 6 days away from episode 1 of... No, I'm sorry. It's 4 days away from Hard Knocks. I was thinking of the Hall of Fame game. Excuse me. 4 days away from Hard Knocks, which is airing on Tuesday night. I believe it would be 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. I think that don't quote me on that. You guys can go find it yourselves. It might be 8. Honestly, I hope it's 8. So here's the schedule for next week before we get started, because there is not going to be an episode 11 next Friday because I will be out of town. I'll be out doing some other stuff. So no way I will be on. There's literally no way. Monday is good to go. This upcoming Monday, we're going to do the preseason preview for the defense. Wednesday, I don't know, because I'm leaving to go visit family on Wednesday, so like Wednesday morning, so I might be able to get something out on Tuesday night, maybe about Hard Knocks, quick little recap. Might be like a quick 10-minute recap, like my honest thoughts about it, because, and I'll tell you like what I'm expecting versus what is actually going to be going on. But yeah, so that seems like the plan. So Monday there'll be a video. Wednesday, most likely there'll be a video. It's not going to be that long. It'll probably be 10 minutes because by the time I'm airing it, it'll be a little bit late here on the East Coast. But on obviously West Coast, you guys will be fine. But yeah, it seems like a good plan. And then Friday, no Jonathan Falco show. So this is going to be the only one for the next couple of weeks. So you guys are going to enjoy this one. A good amount to talk about, like I said. Hard Knocks, my Hard Knocks yap is going to pretty much take a good amount of it. That's one of two things that are about the Seahawks today. The rest is going to be there's a couple of things about the 49ers that we got to talk about because one thing that's, I guess, kind of good, but one thing that is pretty bad. So let's get into this and let's start out with Hard Knocks. What am I expecting from it? Am I excited? And is it going to actually give us, the whole Seahawks community, some good content to actually break down? So am I excited for it? I'll start out with that. Absolutely. Yes, this is a very exciting time for us fans. Players, Cooper Kupp even said it. I think I said it here on the Jonathan Falco show a few weeks ago, that Cooper Kupp does not like the idea of Hard Knocks, but he's an older guy. He's a Super Bowl champion, 2-time champion. It's not the worst thing that it's possible. He made a highlight reel when Hard Knocks was there. I don't know if you guys saw the training camp footage. He had like this really nice like extending catch. I think Darnold was throwing him the ball. I could be wrong on that. It could have been Locke. But it was like a really nice catch. It was a decent coverage. I mean, I don't think the cornerbacks are playing to their 100% ability because like there was some pretty good separation on it. But he came down with the catch, and that was relatively early in training camp. So it's good stuff from Cooper Kupp so far. But yeah, the players aren't going to like it. Well, again, not for everybody, but the Seahawks will. I mean, Mike McDonald even said, if you guys seen like the most recent trailer, which is like, he was like, oh, I'm the most awkward guy in the world, but it's like, oh, hey, there's cameras now. Like, but he was also promoting the message of, hey, we're going to be doing the same shit that we've been doing. And he also reminded everybody that this also allows the players to remind themselves who they are. Because they can't like lose focus, or they can't try and change their mood while they're on the football field, or else guess what? Hard Knocks has another storyline for us fans. So I don't think there's going to be any of that anyways. I think a lot of the guys are either like very vocal, which that's going to be very fun. We're going to break that down in a second. But it's also going to be a very interesting, because I don't know how much journalism or like news stuff there's going to be. So my expectations for that, though. The only expectation or like hope that I'm looking for in the interest of content, and not some funny quotes that you can quote on X and get a boatload of likes just like everyone else isn't just watching the fucking thing. I'm going to do it too because I like the algorithm, and the algorithm sometimes likes me, right? So, and I like to reach out to you guys. because that's what I'm doing. But my thing is, the number one thing I'm looking for is what is Brian Flores really like as an offensive coordinator? Because listen, Adam Dirty's great on the defense, but he's not calling the plays. So not that I don't give a shit about Adam Dirty, I just give more of a shit about Brian Flores because he literally has the offense at his hands, at his fingerprints. Or is that what the expression is? I'm terrible at expressions, as you guys can tell. But that's what I'm looking for. I want to see what kind of coach he is, what plays he's designing up in training camp, and he might be able to use in preseason. Who knows, right? Because I'm fascinated by this stuff. I mean, because unless you're actually going, you have the opportunity to go to training camp, which I believe is in Renton. I could be wrong on that. But unless you have the opportunity to go, you've never heard this guy's voice, or if you haven't watched, if you have watched the press conference of Brian Flores, which I have, obviously. I think I broke it down when we were doing the Brian Flores preview, because if you haven't went and saw that, please go and do that, because that was pretty good. That was a lot of fun. Relatively early in the channel, because I was still trying to figure stuff out, but it was a pretty good video. Anyways, I want to see what he's like, because in that press conference, he's kind of mellow. Like, he's not going to be like that come practices and minicamp and preseason, obviously. What I'm going to ask a couple of questions, which you guys could potentially answer in the comments below, because truthfully, I don't give a flying fuck about Hard Knocks if it's not about my own team. Honestly, I don't, because you're either gonna. I'm interested in. I watched a little bit of the quarterback series, and I was wondering, because I believe it was Cam Ward, Baker, and Jaden Daniels, and Joe Flacco. I believe that was the four. And what I was noticing, I think I only watched like one episode, is that they were actually going into Baker Mayfield's house, talking with his wife and whatnot. Like, his wife had a segment about Baker and how they met and all that. I'm interested to see if they do that, because NFL Films likes to go very investigative with their stuff, which is fucking awesome. I don't know if they do that, because I don't remember the last time I watched Hard Knocks, truthfully. But honestly, but to be fair, a lot of the stuff we're going to be getting, a lot of the content that a lot of people are going to care about is, like I said, about Brian Flores, but it's also going to be in training camp, because that's where all the storylines come from. Like, all the new players, like what is Bud Clark bring to the team, who I'm obviously very high on if you watched the rookie breakdown that I posted on Monday. Jadarian Price, what's he like? He seems very mellow. He's kind of like the opposite of Bud Clark. Is he going to fit well on the team? I mean, fuck, K9 did, so shit, he'll be fine, personally. But I'm interested to see how the rookies gel. And I also just want to see the whatever the fuck Devin Witherspoon says while he's mic'd up, because that's probably going to be the funniest stuff that you're going to see. Him, Derek Hall, Ernest Jones, Leonard Williams a little bit. Like, those guys that just trash talk. I love that, because that just reminds me, I don't want to compare them to the Legion of Boom. I hate when people do this, but that's just kind of what they remind me of. Especially Witherspoon and Richard Sherman. They remind me, like, they're kind of like mirrored when it comes to like their trash talking, except for Sherman being a lot more creative, and he does a lot more on the football field. But Witherspoon's that energetic guy, and I want to see that on the football field, because he's, again, one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite player on this current Seahawks defense. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for trash talk. I'm looking for what Brian Flores brings as an offensive coordinator, and any investigative stuff. Any, like, again, like if they go inside of Sam Darnold's house, which I doubt they're going to, and asking him questions about him. He got married. He got married this past February, March, April, like around there. It was like right after the Super Bowl, I believe. Or it was either right before. Whatever, doesn't matter. But maybe they'll do something about him and his wife, like they just got married. And now they're in Seattle. Like it's just, the investigative stuff like that is always fascinating to me, because NFL Films does a really good job on what they do. Like, working for NFL Films is like you're working for like one of the top investigative places in sports, honestly. I don't think anybody else in any of the big four sports. Frankly, does the NBA have that? Major League Baseball? Well, actually, no. MLB does pretty good stuff. MLB does pretty good stuff. Like, they'll look back. I believe the Cubs did. I'm gonna go on another side tangent. Go figure. The Cubs, 2016 Cubs, they did like a 10-year reunion, They brought that on MLB Network a while back. That was pretty cool. Like they do a good they do a good amount of stuff, I will say. But I think the NFL Films does it way better. With A Football Life is a really good thing you can watch on NFL Network. I'm blanking. I mean, Hard Knocks is something that people care about. Quarterbacks now on Netflix. Like they do a good amount of stuff, and it's all produced by NFL Films. It's great stuff. So I'm not like gonna like expect that this is gonna fail. I'm not gonna be underwhelmed by this because I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Because it's a good amount of guys. Mike McDonald might not get the greatest amount of quotes because again he's not the greatest of people in front of a camera, truthfully. Like he's a bit more motivating when he's around the guys. You can tell at post game huddles or like even we're gonna see it in practice. He's gonna be shouting his lungs off when he comes in the press conference. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, we did this. And he'll do like a little awkward chuckle and he'll be like, hey, he did good today. And he'll explain a little bit more in detail, obviously, because he's PR trained. But that's what I'm looking for. And I think it's gonna be fun. I do think it's going to be fun. It's going to be worth your time. It's going to be worth you getting HBO Max for it, truthfully. And it's going to be, I'm telling you, I don't think anybody will be negative about it. If you're expecting, a boatload of storylines coming out of this, then you're not going to be, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be very disappointed. Because that's not what this is for. It's the kind of, I think it's literally in the promo, is to take you inside of how the defending champs operate. Like a closer look at how the defending champs work, which I think this is the perfect team to do. Because I think I've said this in the past, a lot of the Hard Knocks teams have an interesting storyline about them. I think this one, compared to other ones in the past, is that nobody's talking about this defending champions. Like this might be the least talked about world championship team that I've ever seen. And I'm not saying this as a Seahawks fan. I'm saying this as an NFL fan. Because Philly was talked about. Obviously, the Chiefs, every single one with Mahomes. The Rams were talked about because they had Stafford get his ring. And all the retirement fuckers that decided to join the team like last minute got a ring, which I thought was a good thing for them. Not for the Rams. Fuck the Rams. Like, who else? Like, all the Chiefs ones. The Patriots ones are all talked about. I think the other one that, off the top of my head, actually, even the Ravens one in 2012 was talked about a lot. I think the only one that was like not as talked about that much was, ironically, the last time we won a Super Bowl. Super Bowl 48. Although we did just dog walk Peyton Manning, so I could maybe not. But this might be it. This might be the least talked about Super Bowl team that I've ever seen. Ever. Truthfully. I don't get it. And I think that's why that's not the reason why, but HBO Max is going to really benefit from this. NFL Films is going to benefit from this because this is a team that nobody talks about. They are Pacific Northwest. They get fucked up in awards. If you're a Seahawks fan, you know that. Like nobody talks about them enough. Even the football experts. Like I've seen top content creators hype up Boye Mafe. Oh, he's gone. The Seahawks going to be so much worse. Reek Woolen, excuse me. He's gone. He's gonna be. The Seahawks defense is gonna be so much worse. Ken Walker. God, we're so cooked, right? Give me a fucking break. And I will just say this for you guys, because I don't think I've even said this on the air. I could break down again another side tangent. I don't give a fuck though. Ken Walker replaced already. Reek Woolen replaced already by a better prospect, mind you. Reek Woolen was a 6'4" speedster that had a lot of flaws to his game that was well coached into leading league in interception in 2022. Julian Neal is objectively a better prospect than Reek Woolen was. Okay? I want to get that in your heads. He was a better... I'm not going to say he's going to be better, like just because he's a better prospect. That happens all the time. Prospects that get drafted earlier than other people sometimes turn out worse. But I'm pretty high on Julian Neal. So he was replaced. Boye Mafe didn't need to get fucking replaced. We replaced him with fucking Dante Fowler, and I'm not looking at that edge room. And in the short term, I'm not concerned about it. Long term, yeah, because it's very old. And we paid Derek Hall, but that's it. We're going to need an edge rusher, but I'm not concerned about that right now. 2027 draft's coming up, folks. That's going to be a lot of fun. Colin Simmons is coming to the league. Shit. Not that we'll get him, but if he falls, I wouldn't hate it. But like those guys are all replaceable, and the Seahawks are still getting slept on, which leads us to our next topic of discussion. Not that anybody would really give a shit if you're a Seahawks fan, but Madden decides to give the reigning Super Bowl champions. I'm actually going to look up the teams. Hang on, team ratings. Here we go. So I just want to have this in front of me. But the Seahawks, mind you, the Super Bowl champions. I'm just looking through this. This what is this? Player ratings? No, this is team. I'm sorry. So the reigning champions are an 84 overall. Yeah, in 84. And people, the first thing that people are probably going to say, oh, well, Kenneth Walker's gone. Rick Warren's gone. What would they have given us, an 86? We should be at bare minimum in 88. JSN's 99. Sam Darnold should be in 84. Jarian Price might be a little low because Madden does rookies dirty. And that's probably the biggest overall loss between K9, who I believe they gave a 90 overall, and rightfully so, to Jarian Price, who's probably around a 76, if I had to guess. It might be lower. He might be 74, because for some reason, Fernando Mendoza's a 75, and he's the number 1 overall pick. But who knows? JSN, Cup will be relatively in the 80s, I think. Horton might be a bit low. Sheed might be a good 80. And then the defense is loaded. Even Morris should be a bare minimum an 86. DeMarcus Lawrence should be about an 84. Julian Neal's a little weaker. I mean, Rick Warren, that's a decent drop-off, but not to where you're an 84. I just think, in general, the Seahawks have been screwed by Madden for so long. And I play Madden. That's why I'm offended. I like Madden. I do. I thought Madden 26 was great. But when you're a Super Bowl champions, and I'm going to list the teams, because I think another team here got done really dirty also. Okay, so the Rams, rightfully so, they're the number 1 team, right? You got Myles Garrett, whatever, and they got Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, sure. So, and for some reason, yeah, actually, no, that's justified. 88 overall defense. Okay. That actually is fair, because their secondary is a bit, developing still. Well, it's really their safeties, because obviously they have McDuffie now and Jalen Watson. But their safeties are a bit weaker. Even they're not too bad. So the Rams are a 91. 93 offense, 88 defense. The Eagles are a straight 88. Well, except 87 defense. 88 overall team. Fuck the offense and defensive ratings. I'll just go by regular. Actually, except for this one. Lions, 91 offensive rating, 83 defense, 87 overall team. Seahawks should be higher than Detroit. Should be higher. Actually, Baltimore makes a bit of sense because they have Lamar. They're an 87 overall team. Denver has an 86. That's where I think Seattle and the team that I'm going to be pissed about should be. They should be in about an 86. If the Denver has an 85 offense and an 87 defense, mind you, the Seahawks, we'll get to the Seahawks in a second. That should be around where the Seahawks offense and defense is. Truthfully. It doesn't make any sense. So, okay, Patriots 87 offense, 85 defense. Get the fuck out of here. Remember that, okay? I want you to remember this specifically. 87 offense, which makes sense. 85 defense is what I want you to remember. 85 defense. We'll get to it in a second. We'll get back to the Niners. The Patriots, excuse me. The Niners are next. 85 overall team. Bills, 85. Chiefs, 84. Seahawks, 84. Okay, that's where we stop. Remember the 85 overall Patriots defense. Who did they get this offseason? Besides A.J. Brown? I don't know. I don't fucking know. So, in what world are the New England Patriots, who just got gobble-smacked, if that's even a word, by the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, and the Seahawks defense is rated an 82 after one of the best defensive Super Bowl performances in NFL history? They are 3 overalls lower than the Patriots are defensively. Who did they get? I'm genuinely curious. Who did they get? I don't know. The Seahawks lost people, sure. Is Tariq Woolen, The biggest of concerns, it's going to drop your overall by 3? Boye Mafe, same thing. I'm trying to go on NFL IQ while I fucking rant because this is a great site when it fucking loads, when it likes to work. It's not working. Okay, whatever. Who cares? Who do the Patriots get? Let me go on the Patriots depth chart real quick because this doesn't make any sense. How? Like, it does. How? Okay, let me look at this through the entire lineup here. Christian Barmore's good. Milton Williams is very good. Harold Landry's good. Christian Ellis is good. These are all people. Robert Spillane, Draymond Jones, Seahawks legend, Carlton Davis, Craig Woodson. They got Kevin Byard. Does Kevin Byard, who, yes, led the league in interceptions, but does that jump you 3 overalls over Seattle? No. No. Absolutely not. Pathetic. In my opinion, the Seahawks should be right about where I think the Broncos are a little low too. I think they should be overall 87. Especially with Jalen Waddle now in the offense, or an 85 offense. I think maybe 86, 87 for Denver. I think the Seahawks should be about where they are. I'm thinking maybe an 84 offense, 90 defense. Truthfully. If they're that good, they should be up 8 points. Houston is pathetic. 80 overall offense, which, okay, fair. 87 defense. And mind you, these were comparable. The Seahawks beat the Texans by 2 scores. I'm not shitting on the Houston defense. They're up there with the best. But the 3 best defenses in the NFL are an 87. The Rams is an 88. We haven't seen them play, but I think all of these defensive ratings should be boosted. I think the Broncos, Seahawks, and Texans should all be an 88 or an 89. Personally, and you move the Rams up to a 91 defensive rating. That's how I do it. That just seems way too low. 82 is pathetic. Pathetic. Even if you moved it up to 85 or 86 and you're 1 under Houston, there's an argument, but it's not pathetic. This is pathetic. Give me a break. Give me a break. I mean, look at other ones. 87 defense for Pittsburgh. Do you think the Steelers defense is better than Seattle's? No. No way. I'm sorry. That is pathetic. All right. Enough of my Madden rant because now I feel like a little geek. Other NFL news before we get to our weekly 20-0. Deebo Samuel. This is the Niners news I was talking about. Deebo Samuel is back with the Niners on a 1-year deal. And a lot of people are laughing at this. And listen, I love shitting on Deebo Samuel. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy about this because I got to shit on this man again. But it makes sense if you're San Francisco. Because the other news that I'm going to get to, it affects us a lot. Because Deebo allows Kyle Shanahan to be a bit more creative in his offense. Because you can have him as a wildcat. You can have him catch jet sweep passes or jet touch passes, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, you can do like a wide receiver handoff, and bang, he's up the field. Like, he's done that numerous times. Is he the greatest pass catcher? No, he's fast. Very fast. Like, you can use him there. He has pretty good speed. So, when people shit on this move for $7 million, I think it was, maybe 8, that's not a bad move at all. I'm a fan of it. And I got to shit on him again. Great. He's going to get clamped up by the Seahawks defense, regardless of how they use him. Because the next bit of news, this sucks. And I'm not trying to hype up Ricky Pearsall as this demon on the football field. He's been through a lot. So, there's this leg injury he suffered last year. And apparently he got surgery on it. He's weighing all options, so this isn't official yet. But he might miss all of this year. So that Mike Evans get was probably the best move of the offseason for the Niners. Because your wide receiver core is now, I'm looking up the depth chart just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's now just Mike Evans and Deebo Samuel. Oh, Christian Kirk. And the rookie, Dejon Stribling, or however the fuck you say his name. I'm not crazy about him. But he has a huge opportunity to go and shine. Huge opportunity. But I didn't see that initially. I mean, maybe he's going to get a bit more playing time in preseason. I'm interested to see that. But that seems like a really weak receiver core. When are the Niners going to blow it up? I'm serious. It's not working. It's not working. Truthfully. What they're doing, or what they have been doing, ever since Brock Purdy, even when Jimmy G was the quarterback, they built a very superstar loaded roster, which in hindsight, it sounds great, right? But they can't get it done. They just can't get over the Chiefs hump. They were never able to beat the Chiefs. And now the Rams are good again. The Seahawks just won the Super Bowl. How are the Niners going to be able to fit if they can't stay healthy? Which they can't, truthfully. Which this sucks. I don't like seeing this. I'm a Seahawks fan. I don't root for players to get hurt. No. I want you at your very best. But this sucks. But when do you blow it up? When do you go and trade Christian McCaffrey? That's what I'd do. After this year, I'm trading Christian McCaffrey tomorrow. The day after they're out of playoff contention. Because they're going to make the playoffs again for sure. But blow it up. Be done. Start over. I'm not just saying this because I hate the 49ers. If I'm the GM of the Niners, if I'm John Lynch, I'm blowing it up. Trade McCaffrey. Trade Fred Warner. If you want. I would build around Brock Purdy of the offense. Again. And maybe you can keep Fred Warner, truthfully. I would trade one of either him or Nick Bosa, though. And just load up on picks. Do what the Jets are doing. But they'll be way better than the Jets because Kyle Shanahan's that coach. And also, when do you have that conversation about Kyle Shanahan? Because people are like, oh, this guy's a fucking wizard. Oh, he's got great offenses. But he can't win shit. He can't win shit. He's got all these great offenses, all these great people, all these great receiver numbers. 2021 Deebo Samuel, before Brandon Ayuk got CTE, George Kittle, blah, 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 blah. Cry me a fucking river. He can't get over the hump. He's a good coach, but he's not a great coach. He doesn't go in the upper echelon because, he always has a great offense. The best coaches in football win championships. Andy Reid wins championships. Sean McVay wins championships. Mike McDonald wins championships. I can't say Nick Sirianni. He's a benefit of a good roster. But those guys win championships. Mike Tomlin won a championship. Granted, it was a while ago. But even he won a championship. I can't say Mike McCarthy. I hate Mike McCarthy. He's not a good example. Like, he's in that top 10 for sure. Arguably, he might be outside the top 5. He might be hanging outside the top 5. Who knows? I don't have a list. But he needs to get over that hump to be considered a great coach. He's a very good coach. He's not a great coach because he hasn't won a ring. Never. Not as an offensive coordinator in Atlanta, 28-3. Not as a head coach of the Niners, losing to the Chiefs twice. That's it. He's a good head coach, very good head coach, but not up in that upper echelon of the greats. I'm sorry. I don't care. Oh, it's the Shanahan offense. I don't. I'm sorry. All right, we'll get off the Niners slander train. This next one, wow. This just makes me feel old. DeAndre Hopkins has retired. Wow. I mean, does this not make you feel old? Remember when it was supposed to be the two guys out of Clemson, Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins, and they were going to run the league until Bill O'Brien's dumbass trades DeAndre Hopkins to our division, the NFC West, of course, to Arizona, and gets back David Johnson, and that was it. Then Deshaun became a diva, and then you know what else happened for Deshaun Watson. But he's living life. He's got fucking hundreds of millions of dollars guaranteed for whatever fucking reason. But DeAndre Hopkins is a Hall of Famer. If you can make the you can be an All-Pro 5 times, and 3 of those times are 3 in a row of first-team All-Pros. And 2 second teams, you're a Hall of Famer. I don't know about first ballot, because knowing the Hall of Fame, who fucking knows anymore? But he is a Hall of Famer for sure. Absolutely a Hall of Famer. If anybody argues with this, go fucking kick rocks. Get off this channel. Just stop watching football. You're done. because he's the epitome of a great wide receiver. Even in Arizona, he did well. Houston, he did well. He succeeded wherever he. The only thing that eluded him was a championship. He never got a championship, and that's not his fault. He had bad management the rest of his entire career. All of his teams were run by fucking. The only chance he had was, I think, was he on that 2023 Ravens team? Or was 2024? Whatever. I think he might have had a chance with the Ravens, but even then, he wasn't a key contributor then. But in his prime, he deserved one, and it sucks that he won't get one. But I wish him well. He's gonna do well. I believe he took a coaching opportunity, not head coach, at Georgia Tech. So good for him. He's staying in football. He'll be helping Georgia Tech this year. Cool. But yeah, that's it for that. And now it's time for the daily 20-0. We got 20-0 last time. We can see if we can continue to streak today. And how this is going to work is we have every single day, they have a new 20-0 spins where you can get 20-0, but only if you play your cards correctly. The regular 20-0, you can't. There's no guarantee you can get it with the spins you get. But this one, there is a way to get it. I just don't know how. Okay? Sound good? Let's get started. All right, folks, here we go. It's 20-0. We're already 1 for 1. Let's see if we can do it again. As I said earlier, we're doing the daily one. Let's see, we're going to, obviously do the draft modes. Yeah, right? Sure are. Oh, shoot. Okay, hang on. What is this? All right, here we go. Classic mode. You can, oh, wait. Let's go one more time. All right, here we go. The daily challenge. Like I said, same spins for everyone. We're going to go on classic here, and we're going to get things started with Cincinnati from 1999-2005. We have to start out with offense first. Let me see. I like Ocho Cinco, 1,400 yards, 9 tuds. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I like that at wide receiver 1. Next is the Ravens 2016-2020 is MVP Lamar here. Yes, 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Just want to make sure there's no ridiculous at tight end. No, 52 10 tuds is good, but not MVP Lamar good. Niners 2006-2010. Frank Gore almost 1,700 yards, 8 tuds. That might be the move. Oh nope, never mind. Vernon Davis, Maryland. Love that. That's huge, 13 touchdowns for him. Legends, okay, that's cool, I guess. We have Mercury Morris, whoever the fuck that is. Literally exactly 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. 29 receptions, 514 yards and 11 touchdowns. That's a touchdown machine right there. Holy shit! Almost half of his receptions came for touchdowns. Holy shit! Tight end we already have. Running back we need, and we have 2 flex spots. So I'm going to go with the exact 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. I'm going to take the chance and give me... what do I do? Do I go flex spot or do I go running back? It's 1,000 yards, 15 receptions, 168, no receiving touchdowns. We're going to flex. Hopefully I don't regret that. Let's see. 1999-2005, another running back option. There we go. That's huge. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, this affects a lot. Because we have Marvin Harrison, or Edgar and James. Is it crazy to say I'm going to pick Edgar and James over neither get boost, right? So I'm going to put Marv in the flex. Hopefully we get a good running back here. Eagles 99-2005. Give me somebody good. Shit, I'm going to free spin. Yeah, I don't think we're getting 20-0 today, guys. I'm not going to lie. I think I kind of sold. Cincinnati 2000. Oh, 1,308. Okay, that's not bad. And 12 touchdowns. Yeah, very good. And it doesn't show you reception yards and receiving touchdowns. We're going to defense, though. 2011-2015. This feels like a fucking 17 sacks. Ooh, that's Elvis Doomerville. Okay. I like that a lot. Ray Lewis didn't have the fucking numbers in 2011. Because keep in mind, these are random years of these people, so it's not like they're absolute prime years, I believe. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Elvis Doomerville, but I'm gonna go. Do I go edge or do I go linebacker? I'm gonna go edge for the boost. 2021, 2025 Indy. Let's see. Not a lot of great edge rushers. Yeah, no. When it comes to this, at least. Let's see. We got 131 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, interception. For EJ Speed, Zaire Franklin seems a bit better or a lot better. 5 forced fumbles. This might be Zaire Franklin, barring a ridiculous corner or safety. No, we're gonna go Zaire Franklin here at linebacker. That seems very good. Commander 2021, 2025. Dante Fowler, now Seahawk. Deron Payne, I like a lot. 158 for. Oh my God. What if we wait for Bobby? Let's see. I think I'm gonna take the chance and go and get a defensive tackle. And I'm going to go and get Deron Payne with the 11 sacks and 16 tackles for a loss. Can't go wrong with that. Let's see, another Miami Legends pick here. 16 sacks at edge. Oh, got 8 there. Is there anything like ridiculous for corners? No. So I think we're going to have to use our flex spot with 16 sacks at edge. All right. I'm okay with it, but like, let's see. Round 11, 99.05 Cowboys. Who could that be? Got 5 picks. I like around like the 7 pick range. This doesn't look that good. I'm not crazy about this, but I also let me see. 5. I look at interceptions a lot. 2 tackles for loss. Let me see. I'm looking at like there's a 5 pick guy with some good numbers. 52 tackles, 10 passes deflected. That looks really good, but I'm not sure if it's. I think we'll take the chance. It might bite me in the ass. I like a good interception ranking, and these just aren't as good as I want them to be. And this might not be that good. I might have fucking shot myself in the ass. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, we have corner. 8 interceptions. And did they not have safeties? The fuck? Did they just do the 2011 the 2015 Bengals just not have safeties for like fucking forever? Okay, you can put these guys as safety. Reggie Nelson also plays safety. Oh, well, that's the Seahawks legend Carlos Dunlap right there. Let's see. Do I put him at safety? No, I want the boost. I want to put him at corner. Okay, 99 2005 Chiefs. 6 picks. Okay, I'm cool with that. A good amount. Even a forced fumble. 6 forced fumbles for Reggie Tongue. If he had any interceptions, I go with him. I'm going to go with Greg Wesley. Let's see. What do we get here? 19-1. Oh, wow. What held us back? Nothing held you back. Rudy Johnson graded lowest only because somebody has to. Every slot in this roster is a quality pick for its position. So why not give me 20-0? We literally got 19-1. There's no weak link. Wow. Oh my goodness. I think we were like right there. Oh man. That sucks, dude. I think how we like flipped maybe Marv and Ocho Cinco. I didn't realize we would have gotten Marv. If we put Ocho Cinco in the flex, maybe that would have did it. But that's a 20-0 roster right there. I'm not going to count that as a streak, though. 19-1 and 20-0 is just tough. Dang. That sucks. Well, that's all I've got for you guys today. I'll see you guys on Monday when we do the defensive preseason preview for our Seahawks. But until then, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow this channel if you're on Spotify. Helps out a lot. And then if you're on Instagram and TikTok, follow me there at Jonathan Falco Show. X at Jonathan Falco with an underscore. No show at the end there because it's just my personal. But again, that's all I've got for you guys today. I'm going to be posting a lot more on a lot more short form content, especially as we get toward the preseason. So be on the lookout for that. Been a little bit of a hiatus for that because there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. But until then, I'll see you guys on Monday, and thank you guys for watching. Go Hawks.